generations of incredible horrors that will terrify you with their brutal reality.
It's just two of us.
What about my new glasses? No?
I like them. I like them. What do you guys think of his new glasses? Comment below. Let's talk about glasses. In the meantime,
I can't see a thing. Yes. Let's talk about.
We want to see these trailers.
Scream. We do. So that's why we have the glasses on. We're doing Scream, which is coming out. It's like a relaunch. Yet it's the fifth film in the series, which was such a huge hit in the '90s. Wes Craven, blah blah blah. But it's coming back. It's directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett.
Love him.
They did Ready or Not. So and a few
well, he
other
also,
things.
Southbound VHS. I mean, these are some like full-on horror, dude. So
yes,
I'm here for it.
And James Vanderbilt wrote the screenplay along with Guy Busick, and they did Ready or Not, and James Vanderbilt did Zodiac, the Fincher film. So, promise. So,
oh my God, so many great people in this. All right, so this is an established story. So let's see what the trailer has to say. I assume everyone's seen them all. Here we go.
Here we go.
I like doing text.
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
Yes.
Doors unlocked. All doors locked. Doors unlocked.
Hello?
It's happening. 3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
Something about this one just feels different.
Samantha? I know who you are. I've been through this a lot. This is your life now, which means that whoever this is going to keep coming for you. You ready for this? Never.
Oh, stop! Wait! There's certain rules to surviving.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers. Whatever his link is to our past, it's pulled us all back here. And I won't sleep until he's in the ground.
Hello, Sydney. It's an honor.
Can I say it's about damn fucking time that Sydney brought a gun to this fight?
Exactly.
I don't know if this is the first time, but it does seem like it's the first time I've seen her like pull a bead on this guy. So I don't know.
Yes.
I haven't seen the Scream movies in a while. Don't get mad at me.
I know. Me too. It's been a while. But I like seeing, obviously Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette reprising their roles. I think it's cool to see Arquette as kind of like, he's always kind of played these goofy characters, but in these movies he's like, somber.
And he's getting grizzled by all the murder.
He's dropping the bullet shells. Reloading
that was
the
cool.
gun. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of gun action in this, a lot. And there seems to be a theme now because a lot of these horror films are very nostalgic. And even though Halloween goes way back further, it basically gave birth to this film also. There's this new thing of taking these films and then recasting them, bringing in the original actors to kind of hand off the mantle to the younger generation. And then they're going to reboot it into like this new series of films, where the original actors, the A-listers don't necessarily have to come back. So
it's you're handing the baton, and it's kind of funny because Scream was all about knowing the horror films of the past.
I love that. That was my favorite thing about it.
Yeah,
Very
it was all about
meta.
like, you do this, you don't do this. They would talk about Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street or whatever, films.
Yeah.
So now those characters are probably telling these younger characters, hey, you know the horror films from maybe horror films they've never watched. Like
that's
maybe
true.
they haven't
That's
watched the
interesting.
original Halloween or the original Friday the 13th. So it's almost passing it forward in the sense,
It's like you need to do your homework. You need to watch your slashers, people, or you're never going to figure this out.
Right? They're like, what movie is that?
Say what? Say what? And I also, I think it's interesting to take the tropes, like the horror tropes, and then modernize them. Because originally it was the phone calls. Now we got texting. We got the alarm and the locks on the doors, the locking, unlocking on it. Right. I love that that even Ghostface like makes this whole thing go haywire.
Right. So
so that's really fun.
Bringing Alexa and all the kind of stuff that's
really funny.
Yeah, social media. I'm sure will be involved in this somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe
I like he's getting frustrated. Just answer the phone. It's like people don't answer phones anymore. They text.
Exactly.
That's really funny. Yeah. I love that. And when I first saw this film, there was actually someone in a Ghostface costume just sitting in the audience. I don't know if they work for theater or they just want to get beat up. I'm not sure what. But it was pretty funny.
I saw it opened Christmas Day in 1996, the first one, and that's when I saw it. And I was just in the mood for kind of a fun, referential film. And Wes Craven just knew how to do that because he made some of the originals, so he knew to sort of play off that. And I think these guys who really know horror can do the same thing because
they were raised on them too.
Yeah, and if you don't lose that, if you lose that sense of humor and that sort of twist, then you lose the sense of what Scream is all about. It has that edge to it, and I think, but it also has to be scary and gory and all that kind of stuff too.
Well, that's the great part is when horror does that. They bring humor, but they don't hold back on the violence.
Right.
I know it sounds weird to say that, but there's something frustrating about a film that feels like it's made for people who are lightweights. And that's one thing Scream didn't do. It was always the horror because it was Wes Craven, was always very hard hitting. He didn't hold back and he killed people you cared about. Right. So it made it even more, even worse. So, I mean, the original murder in the original Scream, someone's guts are hanging out. I mean, it's just awful. So
yeah, and Drew Barrymore gets killed in the first 15 minutes. And, you didn't really expect that in the movie.
So good. Bravo.
No, the point is, if you're going to make a horror film, you can't pull punches. And if you're going to bring humor, it's got to be smart and intelligent. And that's what the original Scream series did. And I feel for this, I didn't see as much humor in this trailer, but that's okay. That will show up.
Yeah, I mean that was the fun part because horror fans we get the shorthand. So when these people are talking about horror, tropes like don't go off by yourself, don't separate when you're looking for the bad guy, don't have sex. It's all these things that always happen to people in horror movies. I hope they are still bringing that. I mean, I hope they didn't go, you guys have heard that already, we're not going to do it. I want to hear the modern horror trope. I
think it'll be the modern horror trope. Yeah, I think that we saw that a little bit with the the alarm system and all that kind of stuff. So it looks fun. It looks really well done.
Take a quick look at the poster.
Okay, let's do that. Yes.
I like looking at posters. Again, this is coming out in January. I really like this teaser poster. It doesn't have a credit block, so it tells you it's a teaser. It's just a really elegant, beautiful rim-lit shot of Ghostface. This could easily have been done in a studio by just anybody wearing the mask, so you didn't have to worry about shooting talent. I think talent's kind of beside the point in these movies. You don't necessarily have to sell Courtney Cox and all the Arquette and all the people coming back. You can just sell Ghostface, just like we sell Michael Myers. No matter who's in the movie, we can do that. I can barely make out the copy line, but it says it's always someone you know. So, hey, is that a spoiler? I don't know. It could be. So that's the poster. That's a little poster breakdown for you. Yeah. But it was a classy poster done by BLT, a place I used to work. And
well, it looks really cool.
Posters.
And it's going to be a big hit, I think.
It is.
The people that are kids that were young enough didn't see this at the theater are going to go in droves to see this. Us old grizzled veterans.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. I need like a big commercial, fun, trashy horror movie, and I think this one will do it. And like I said, it's got some great talent behind it, so I don't think it's going to not be without its scares. So looking forward to it.
Yes, Scream coming soon. We'll check it out.
See you next time. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
is invaded by indestructible moon monsters.